my screen. I hope you can all see my screen now. Ms. Huda, can you confirm?
Yes, it's clear.
Perfect. So thank you everyone for taking the time to join today's training, and thank you Ms. Huda for the warm introduction. Today's session we're going to have a refresher on EBSCOhost research methodologies, but most importantly we're focusing on the new features powered by AI that has been released and will definitely enhance your research experience. So let's have a look at our agenda for today's session. We're going to start by an overview on your subscribed resources, because regardless of the study area that you are interested in, you will find the database that is matching your study area. And this is the good thing about EBSCO, is that it's covering a wide array of different study subjects. And then we'll see how the platform offers different search methodologies, and depending really on your research skills and how advanced you would like to go with the platform. So it offers you very basic ways, and also if you want to dive deeper, it offers you very advanced methodologies, and today we'll have a look at both. And now we also have AI assisted search. So the AI assisted search is a new way for you to use your own natural language when entering your question. So before, you would need to think in Boolean logic. You would need to think of Boolean operators, you would need to think of equivalent subjects, you would need to think of the right academic terminologies. But now, with the use of AI, you can just enter your question in your own preferred way. We'll have a look at the filters to help you refine your search results. We'll have a look at the search codes, which are an advanced way in which you can really dive deeper into the articles indexed in each database. So when you want the easy way, you can just use the natural language search. But when you want maybe to search by a specific region, or maybe to search just by the index subjects, or search by the thesaurus. So when you want to dive deeper, we also have different ways in which you can do that, and I'm here to guide you on all the different methods. We'll see a second feature powered by AI, and this is to help you assess the article relevancy and the usefulness. And also, we'll have a look at accessing full text, how you can save, share, cite, and manage items within your dashboard. And finally, I will show you how you locate documentation on EBSCO Connect. So there is a help link where you can go and find so many documents on so many topics relevant to today's agenda. So before we go to the live environment, I just want to talk to you about our AI tools. So the first thing is natural language search. So I'm sure that at this point, we all use AI. So we would just simply go to any AI tool and we would ask our question in our own language, whether it's a statement form or whether it's a question form, because we're used now to using AI. However, AI comes with its downsides, and you're not sure about the accuracy or the reliability of the outcomes of AI. So now what we have done with EBSCO is we have brought the ease of use of the natural language search, and we have enabled the search mode called NLS, or natural language, available both on the basic search screen and on the advanced search screen. Now you can just enter your question in your own language, and what will happen is the platform will anticipate your intention and will think of your question and will just look for the right words and convert it to the academic terminologies. It will add or with the synonyms of your keyword. It will add and to combine the different elements in your search, and it will help you, instead of thinking in Boolean logic like this example, it will just give you here the automatically generated query. So the question that I'm having as an example is the difference between leadership and management. I can enter it in a statement format or I can enter it in a question format. So I can ask, what is the difference between leadership and management? Or maybe I can just enter difference between leadership and management. And what will happen, as we'll see later in the live environment, that the platform will go and find leadership or leading or direction or guidance. So many synonyms were added, and then also the Boolean operator and to combine with management or administration or oversight. We have another feature with the natural language search, which is the suggested queries. So now I can just also enter my question and I will see that you may also ask. So it will give me like some depth to my question, or maybe an advanced way in which I can ask my question. So instead of just having it in the simplest form of difference between leadership and management, maybe I can have it more advanced. Maybe I can see more layers to my question, and I can click on any of this question, and again the platform will anticipate my intention and will look for the main words within the question and will just convert it into the right Boolean logic. So think of the natural language search as a way just to convert your question, a translation from your own natural language to the advanced way of entering a search term in a search box. Second, we have a feature called AI Insights, and this is insights or summaries generated by artificial intelligence for each full text. So if we scan the list of results, we'll see options to access the full text. We'll see the cited by, which is the citation counts by other articles. We'll see more like this, which is recommended article, like by algorithm, it's showing me similar article based on my keywords. And then I will see a new feature called Generate AI Insights. And this will generate up to 5 key points of an article to help me understand the main context, the main key points, and review key information fast. And I would like to highlight that AI Insights is not a replacement of full text. This is a supplemental material. It is a way for you to be able to reduce the time spent when you decide whether it's worthy of my time to review this article or not. Just now head to the AI Insights and you read them fast. They are fully accessible and can be read with a screen reader. They are enabled for all the list of databases that you subscribe to. And the good thing also that it is generated in the interface language regardless of the full text language. So what do I mean by that? You would think that the AI insights would be in English if the article is in English. However, this is not the case. The AI insights is dependent on the language of the platform itself because it's a feature within the platform. So if you decided that you want the platform in English, then the AI insights will be in English. If you decided that you want the AI insights in Arabic, then translate the interface in Arabic. So it's a feature within the platform, so it depends on the language of the platform. And they are generated with each request. Of course, they can be worded a bit differently. And we use a quality assessment process to review the AI insights. So feel free to check also our quality assessment process. We have a link on EBSCO Connect called Generative AI Insights, giving you information about the technology and how we also use subject matter expertise. So we use human in the loop just to confirm that these insights are reliable and they are also matching the theme, the tone, the timelessness of the article. And this is some supporting resources. We're going to get back to it at the end of the session, but I believe at this point we can shift to the live environment. So here I am on EBSCOhost. So the first step that you need to do is you're going to sign into your digital library and you're going to look for EBSCOhost and you will be taken to this screen. So in your subscription, you have two interfaces powered by EBSCO. You have EBSCOhost, and this is the live demonstration here. And you also have something called EBSCO Discovery Service, which is in the case of maybe you're not interested in just EBSCO databases, you're interested in everything your library has to offer. So in this case, it will not be just this one. It will be searching all the library's collection when you use the search box of your digital library. So if I go here and maybe Bubbles digital library. So you can just here navigate specific e-resources. So here you can see a variety of e-resources, and then you can just click on EBSCOhost and it will take you to our EBSCOhost collection. But you can also use the search box here, and the search box above will navigate all of these e-resources. So not EBSCO specific, it will be all of the resources that you have. So the AI Insights, the feature that we have just spoken about, this will only be available for EBSCO databases. It will not be available for other full text available from other publishers. So this is why I want to today talk more about EBSCOhost. But remember, EBSCOhost or EBSCO Discovery Service, whether you choose a specific database or whether you choose to search all the library, it is the same platform. It is the same look and feel. The only difference is what are you searching in, whether it is specific databases or whether it's the whole library. So here, and you click all databases. So for example, if you clicked on Academic Search Ultimate, you can also click Select All, and this is all the subscription that you have from EBSCO. You have Academic Search Ultimate, and this is a multidisciplinary database. Agricola, from the name, pretty much descriptive in agriculture. Arab World on the Arab topics. Business Source on business. You also have CEB abstracts. You have Sinal, which is for nurses. You have some ebook collections below. And you also have here hospitality and tourism. You have library, information science and technology abstracts for those interested in this topic. You have Medline. You have political science complete, regional business news, teacher reference center. So as you can see, it's a variety of databases that EBSCO is providing for you, and you can select them all, or you can select one database at a time. You can use this standard search screen, or you can also head to the advanced search. And advanced search give you the multiple search boxes. It gives you the Boolean operator. It gives you the option to add a row. It also allow you to search within a specific field. So maybe I'm interested to search just by the subject of an article, or maybe I'm interested to search only the title, or maybe I'm interested to search by author. So you have the flexibility, you have the control of choosing a search term and choosing where you want the search term to be searched within the databases. Do you want to search an unqualified search where it's running a search basically across all fields, or you want it within a specific area? Another thing about the advanced search screen, and I'm going to share it with you, is you can choose one database at a time. And if you choose one database at a time, it will give you even more options here. So something like geographic terms. So maybe I write here GE, or I choose geographic terms. So you have two options, whether to write it down or whether you select it from the drop-down menu. And you can enter, for example, Oman. And you can see all the content relevant to Oman. So this is all are one of the many options available for you when you're looking by something specific. And remember, the easiest way now to search the platform is just to use its natural language search mode, and you enter your question. So maybe here I'm going to ask the question of difference between leadership and management. And I click search. So notice what will happen. The platform is transferring my search term into my list of results where I have 491,000 search record within Business Source Ultimate alone. So even if I'm like, let me choose here all and choose select all. Oh, that's weird. I think I'm having a glitch, so maybe let me repeat the search again. Yes, because now I was not toggling on the natural language search. So very important here. Always make sure that you are turning this on so that it's reflecting the right number of results. So now you have 1.9 million records because you're searching all EBSCO databases, and you are also now opening and ensuring that this feature is turned on. So if I click on show refined query, now I have leadership or leader or leading or direction and management or manager or managing or administration. So I don't need to think of synonyms. I don't need to think of Boolean operator. I can even copy this one. I can add it to my advanced search screen. Maybe if I would like to add another element, or maybe add another subject, or maybe here add something on the second search row, or maybe even specify a field. Because remember, when I'm doing the search here, what's basically happening. So let me take you to the results again and show you what's happening when you do not specify your search. What happens is your search term is going to be searched across the title, the abstract, the subject. And if I click even on the title to be taken to what we call the additional information screen, it will be searched in the title. It will be searched in the alternate title, in the subject terms, in the office applied keywords, in the abstract, and in the full text. So you're not specifying where you're looking for, but it's definitely a similar experience to when you're using an AI tool, because you would just pop up your question, and this is the objective behind the tool, is that you don't think too much. You just use this platform just like you're using any AI tool. But the good thing about using it in EBSCO platform is that now you're controlling the quality of the content, because now the results are coming from this reputable databases. And if I want to know the source, I can even click on filters. So I can click here on all filters, scroll down, go to publisher, and this is where I can see that my results are coming from Elsevier, from Wiley, from Taylor, from Springer, from Sage, Emerald, and three more. So very high quality, trustworthy publishers that I know now that yes, I'm using the ease of use of AI in entering just my question, but my question comes from validated content, and I'm not at risk of AI hallucinations, or I'm not at risk of citations that I'm not sure of how reliable I can use them in my search. Second tool is AI Insights. And AI Insights, they are always reference linked. So you would always see the insights linked to a specific record. It will not just be like general insights. And this is for you to ensure that we're trying to be evidence based. We're trying to show you that the insights are not just generated from the open web. You're not sure of the source. You're not able to trust. You have this anxiety of whether I can depend on these insights or not. So now we're giving you the peace of mind because we use a methodology called retrieval augmented generation, where the insights are completely grounded by full text. So it means that we're going to summarize just this full text, and we're going to give you insights relevant for it. So when you're running your search, you are ensuring that these insights can be trustworthy, and it can be a good reflection of what's like being covered within the full text. So you can just head right away and access the full text. Another thing about AI Insight, it has nothing to do with my question. So the question, when I used the natural language search, it just translated the question into keywords. And then the keywords have been matched using the relevancy ranking system of EBSCO platform against all of the articles in the databases. And based on the relevancy, you're seeing these results, and you're seeing them sorted this way. So again, the insights or the natural language search they are just a way for you to assist your research experience, not to depend on. You have first translated your question into keywords, and then secondly, you have summarized the insights. And because the AI insights does not depend on your question, this is also to give you peace of mind, because if it was dependent on the question, then you're not sure what are the type of data that is pulled back in the insights. But again, AI insights is grounded by full text. So it's only impacted by the information in the full text. So whatever that you have in the full text will be just summarized in the insight. It has no influence by your question. It has no influence by the information related to the open web that is related to your question. So this is the main topic for today's webinar, is to show you that we now have two features and you can use them effectively and you can use them integrally within your workflow. But again, this is a way for you to assist you. You cannot depend on these tools. You need to always check them out. So when I was here showing you your question, let me return back to the first question. So when I'm entering a question, EBSCO will always be transparent in how this question has given you results. So the first thing that you will see is the show refined query. We'll always watch the translation and will always present it to you so you know which keywords exactly has retrieved this result. So later on, you use these keywords if you want to ensure reproducibility of your results. And second, the AI insights are always related to the reference itself. So I always have here AI insights. It's not just general information. It's always under each record presented as a button while you can access the full text. Another question that sometimes we get is, what is the difference between AI insights and the abstract, and do I use this instead of that? So again, it really all depends on your workflow. AI insight again is an additional material. If you compared it to the abstract, this is in a bulletized format and this is in a paragraph format. So from a reader standpoint, this could be an easier from a first glance. So definitely if I'm just reading bullet points, I'm just going to be easily able to suggest whether it's helpful or not. And because sometimes the abstract is missing, sometimes it's very complicated or in complex scholarly work. So the AI insights could be my first step, my starting point to check, is this article useful for me? And then if it is, definitely the abstract remain a valuable context that the user can depend on. And then after reading the insights and the abstract, I can definitely access the full text. Sometimes when you access the full text, you will be able to access it in PDF, and sometimes you will be able to access it in a online format. So let me also just choose a filter here just to focus on articles for today. So here, let me this one. So this one, we have two options. We have options to access it in PDF or online. The PDF is just a print replica, while the online full text is giving you like the online format or the online version, and it's the exact same full text, of course, but it comes with additional features. So the first feature that it comes additionally with is the translation. So some of you might be interested in translating full text in Arabic. You can head and check if this article is available as an online format. Then it will have also, sorry, I translated it to the wrong one. So let's just wait. So I'm gonna choose Al Arabiya, Arabic language. And here I am, I've translated the article. Just note that this is a machine translation, so you may not produce a completely accurate, and because this is intended to be representative of the content in the original article. At any point, you can just return it to original language. And you will find also some tools to help you save records. So you can save the article, but make sure that you have an account on EBSCO. And I will show you how to do that. You can cite. So there are different citation styles that you can choose from here. You can just copy it and you can paste it to your document. If you use any citation tool, then you can use it from here. You can also add to a project. So maybe, again, I would like to add articles into specific folders. So instead of having everything in one place, I can just have what we call projects and then organize my saved items. Again, it requires an account. Anything that is requiring you to check previously saved work would require an account in order for you to preview your old workflow. You can also share. So maybe I share it to Google Drive, to OneDrive, to create a link. I can send it by email. I can also download it offline, and I can download metadata only or full text. I can print. And these are all available in the PDF. It's just the translation that is only available in the online. If you click here on publication content, this will display titles of the same issue of the article presented. So this is November 2025. So we also have within the same issue all of these other articles that you may want to have a look at. And finally is the listen functionality. So this is like a read out loud. So you can have the article read out to you, and you can also download it as an MP3. If you go back to the result list, you can also see the rest of the tools here. So again, I can see the save. I can see also the cite, add to project, share, download. So it's available at different points. If I click on the title and I am on the additional screen here, you can also see the save, the cite, add the project, the share, download. So you can always see the tools wherever you are. Worth mentioning that this page is going to show you what we call people's page. So people's page is the page about an author. So this is by an author called Lassen Sana. So if I click on this page, it takes me to a number. So this is a number on the orchid page, and I will have information about this author and her work. I can also see her total work cited by the co-author and the top co-author. And I can see a list of her works here. If it is like if one of her work is available in your subscription, you will be able to see it here. And if not, you will see it in black. So either way, you will see it, but if it's available, you will see a link for it. Also, on the detailed record screen, or when you click on the title, everything here has a link. So the author has a link. The source itself, like the publication itself, has a link. So you can click on the publication and you can see the publication itself. Click on it. Yeah, so it will just run a search on this specific publication. If you go and you click on any of these subjects, you can choose subject, you can choose abstract, you can choose any of these fields here and you can click on it. This is why sometimes using the advanced search screen is helpful because you get to specify where do I want to search. Do I want to search by source, SO? Do I want to search by subject, SU? Do I want to search by title, TI? All of these are options. When you want to specify where exactly are you looking in, because otherwise, when you're running a basic search or even when you're running a natural language search, It's doing an unqualified search. So it's basically searching every field in every article within your selected database. But the advanced search, and this is why we call it advanced, because you get to make adjustments. You get to choose a field from here. You get, maybe if you don't find the field, you get to write down yourself. So maybe I add geography and I add Oman, and then maybe I combine it with things related to banking and see if there is information on banking and Oman. And then I choose here subjects. So I can keep on maybe changing the fields or entering them down, so you can mix and match in the advanced search screen. And this is definitely another advantage. So again, circling back to the first thing I told you in the beginning, EBSCOhost give you flexibility. You want to use AI-powered features, you want to use advanced searching methods, you have the option and you have the choice, but in the end, you are navigating trustworthy content. Right, so one more thing relevant to the save site share. We have seen that you can do it from the list of results. We have seen that you can do it from the detailed record screen. We can do them from the full text view, but it has given me the message that you need to sign in to keep your saved items forever. So please make sure that you create an account on EBSCO if you wish to manage your items in your dashboard. So you need to click on my EBSCO, click create an account, fill out this form, or maybe even continue with Google and then sign in using the same credentials. And again, this is not your university login details. Your university login details allow you to log in the digital library, but this is just for your dashboard, so that when I want to access my dashboard, I have a way to do that. So here we are here managing now our accounts. So if I click save, it's saved in my account. So it's under saved here. I can also use the button next to relevance if I want to save the search itself. And then I can be managing all of my dashboard here. So projects would be basically everything I've created under projects. So you will see their names here, and you can see the multiple projects that I've created. Saved, if you just clicked on the saved or the bookmark feature, you would see it for the records, and you can also see it for the searches. Recent activity would be mainly for any search that you've conducted today. And viewed records would be for any article that you have viewed during the session. Pause and check out this is for ebooks, but we're not going to dive in ebooks today. And alerts would be also if you're going to create any email alert. So here, let me return back and show you where you can create the alert. So two alerts that we have in EBSCOhost. Search alert, so you get a notification on the search itself. And then we have journal alert when you want to receive a notification on a journal. So if I click here on create alert, it is creating an alert on the difference between leadership and management. But I think I'm just having a glitch. So it's just going to give you a notification whenever any of these databases releases any article that is matching difference between leadership and management. But then there is journal alert, and this is when you're looking for a specific publication. So maybe you want to be notified on Harvard Business Review. And when they issue any new article, you are on top of it and you're updated. So in this case, we do what we call publication alert. So how do we find publications? Two ways. First way is you search for the publication itself. So you can write here the name of the publication. So if I entered, for example, Harvard Business Review, and I click search, now it will take me to any article in Harvard Business Review. But make sure that you always remove filters. So I'm going here to remove the filter. And now I have articles on Harvard Business Review. But again, because you did not specify a search tag, what's happening now is you will get articles published in Harvard Business Review, but also maybe this article is talking about Harvard Business Review. So if you click here on all filters and you click on publications, you will see that some results is coming from Harvard Business Review, but then there is so many other publications like Business Wire, and there's 243 more. So it's not specific. Why? Because maybe these magazines mentioned Harvard Business Review. So again, if you enter any search term in a search box, yes, you will find results, but it will never be specific because you did not add a search code. So when I now add a search code like JN, this is the one for publication searching. Now I'm telling the platform, do not just look for Harvard Business Review, bring me articles that were published in these magazines. I just want the articles in Harvard Business Review. I don't want generic articles that could be mentioning this magazine. And you click search. So if I click now on all filters and I check the publications filter, I will only see Harvard Business Review. And you will see that there is a huge difference in the number of results. So always make sure that you use the right field code. And the most popular ones, the most commonly used one is definitely JN for journal name. And you also have what we call GE for geographic terms. So this is something also to consider. So if I am back again to the advanced search screen, another way to look for publication is to run publications browsing, and this is by database. So maybe I choose academic search and I filter here by letters. Maybe I choose here Arab world, and again, just here filter by letters. I can even choose subject and description. If I'm looking by specific subject, if I know the name, I can use alphabetical. So if you know the name exactly, just pop it in the search box. But if you don't know the name and maybe you're still exploring, you want to see the letters, you want to browse by subject. So maybe here I just want things related to Islamic world. So I just write Islamic and I'm here browsing Arab world research. All right, so one more thing here in the publications view is if I write here Harvard Business Review, sorry, I'm having a glitch in this interface. So let me try to refresh. Hold with me, please. Don't know what happened. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to open a session again, a new session. I think my VPN has just snapped. So just give me a moment, please. So yeah, I think it's working now. So if I am on Business Source Ultimate, I can search for any journal. So maybe I search for journal of research and I click search. So if it's available in my subscription. I will find it here. But instead of having all the articles within this page, I can now see a category of journal market research in terms of all the issues and all the articles. So there's a link for the ahead of print content. There is all the 2026. There is all the 2025. So it's showing you bibliographic records from 1964 till present, and also full text from 1964 till present. And circling back to the alert option, whenever you see this three dots, then you know that you have an option to take an action. So whether you want to create an alert, whether you want to share, whether you have an option to save, whether you have an option to create projects. So always look for this three dots, because now you know that you can take an action on this record. So you can just create an alert. So whenever Journal of Marketing Research, then you're going just to search for it and find it here. So whether you go to publications, you choose a database and you search for it, or whether you go and you enter here. And if, for example, I click on any issue, it's taking me again to this view, Journal of Marketing Research. I didn't write this. It was automatically done by the platform. And it's showing me the latest, which is the 1st of April 2026. So it's showing me the date. So this is the date, and now I have 10 results in the latest issue, and I'm back. Every result is Journal of Marketing Research. Why? Because the platform automatically has added JN. So either or, it's either you go yourself and you write the code JN, and in quotation mark, you add the name of your searched publication, or you head to the advanced search screen and you just manage publications, and you can simply manage the publication. You just choose the right database. If you're looking for something related to business, then you're going to search business. If you're relating to Arab world, then choose Arab world database, etc. So try to choose here. So either or, and of course, definitely just running it in a search box is more inclusive, because you might not be aware where it is located. And at any point, just you can manage it under dashboard, all of your created alert, all of your saved items, all of your created projects. We also have a help link here. So the help link here is taking you to EBSCOhost Quick Start Guide. This is a guide to show you all the steps that we've demonstrated today. But if you don't want to listen to a 60-minute recording, you can just go and check a specific topic. So this is maybe just on the basic search. This is on the advanced. This is on applying filters. This is on searching with Boolean operators. This is for using the dashboard to create an account, to create alert, to save search, to edit search. This is for using the tools, and this is for EBSCO ebooks. So you can always head to this tutorial link, or to the quick start guide link, and it will definitely give you more information. And if at any point you want to know more about our AI, our transparency of using AI, you can just type here AI, and you will see all the documentation in EBSCO related to the AI features. So for example, we have AI Insights, we have EBSCO AI tools, but remember, because EBSCO is huge and we have many products, so we also have AI for some medical products here, but this is not relevant to you. Just look for the names that we've mentioned today, which is AI Insights or Natural Language Search. You can see here EBSCO AI natural language search mode as well. And these are the slides that I will share with you at the end with the recording. A quick start guide on AI, AI Insights Transparency Fact Sheet, Natural Language Fact Sheet, and also some help guides on EBSCOhost Quick Start Guide, which we have seen already. This is the one that you can access just by clicking here help. It takes you automatically to the start guide. And also there is something called database help files. So this is just for advanced researchers. It will take you to a list of all the codes that you might want to use. So like the JN, for journal name when we're looking for a publication, the GE, geographic terms, when we're looking for content in Oman, and maybe the SU for subjects. And it's database specific. So maybe you're interested in things related to business topics. So you can just head to letter B, choose business source, and it's gonna download this file. So just to show you briefly. So here, AB for abstract, AD for author affiliation, AF for author affiliation, but it's word indexed. So phrase indexed is exact searching, but this one is more generic. So if you want it specifically, always choose the phrase index. Then you have here AN, you have AU, you have CY. So many here field codes for advanced researchers if you want to dive deeper. I have added also the database help link, and we'll share it along with the recording. One final thing before I take your question is I have a calendar that is full of public webinars. So please register to any session that you feel relevant for your subscription. So if it's saying EBSCO AI, if it's saying maybe information, like sometimes I have medical topics as well. So if you also want to enrich, like any of the attendees joining me today are in the discipline of health-related professionals, or maybe they are nurses, or maybe allied health professionals, please join of any of my sessions. I'm trying just to load my calendar. So here, for example, I have one related to EDS. And again, as I've mentioned, EDS will search EBSCO. It's the same experience, but in the list of results while you're navigating, you will see some links takes you to EBSCO databases and some take you to maybe Emerald or Elsevier or anything. But in EBSCOhost, it was just searching articles from EBSCO publications. If you're interested in Arabic webinars, sometimes I do host ones. Sometimes you will see a series called EBSCO Health Awareness and Clinical Evidence Training Series. And this is for my medical colleagues and for anyone who's interested in medical topics. Please feel free to register to these webinars. Super helpful, super effective. And each month we talk about a different organ. So this month we're talking about gut health in appreciation for the awareness month related to gut health, and we're talking specifically about stress, and we'll see how we can find evidence. So feel free to register for that if it's of interest. You can also join any of my AI sessions if you want a refresher on these tools, and you can like have a quick look at all of my sessions that I'm hosting. So I'm going to stop sharing at this point, and we have around 5 minutes planned timing, but I can definitely stay more than that. And I'd be happy to see if you have any question related to the things that we've covered. I know we've covered a lot. This is why we have a recording. So you can feel free to use the recording. But my first and foremost recommendation is please make sure that you use the platform right away. So after we end the session, just use EBSCOhost, open the platform, because if you have used it before and you're not aware about the new features, you will not be able to refresh your knowledge if you did not practice the things that we've covered. So please go ahead, check the platform, check any database, or maybe select them all, and start to see how relevant is the objectives for the webinar to the things that we've covered. One more thing is the certification links. So I'm going to pop it now in the chat. since everyone has stayed with us. And Ms. Hoda, I'm gonna also share it with you in the link. All right. Any question?
Thank you, Yusra, for this informative session.
Thank you, my dear.
You could pass your questions or discussion or comments even in Arabic.
Yeah, of
Yusra could
course.
speak Arabic very well.
أنا مصرية if لو حد حابب بالعربي أنا معاكم. So we have a question here is about article insights. Do article insights change with different search approaches or do they stay the same regardless of how you search? Again, think of what is AI insights. So AI insights, they are summaries. So they are summaries of the full text. So they have no impact whatsoever, or like your question or your search methodology has no impact whatsoever on the AI insights. Because once you are on the results, you have a couple of full text retrieved. And then the AI insights would work on each full text individually. So if you've used basic search, if you've used advanced search, if you've used natural language search, you're finally taken to the same place, and this is your list of results. So all of the search methodologies take you to the same place. But the way they work is by matching your search term. So whether your search term is being searched against all fields within the articles, if it's with just a generic search, if it was an advanced, it will be matched against specific areas. So it will be yielding smaller number of results. Whether it's the natural language search, so you're converting your question again to general keywords, and again, you're back to matching results. So you're always taken to matching results. And then once you are on the list of results, you have full text. And once you have full text, you have mostly AI insights. So the AI insights fully dependent on the availability of full text. Once you have full text, you do have AI insights in most cases, and it has nothing to do with any other approach. So I hope, Mr. Khalid, that this answered your question and you have a better understanding of how these tools work together in the platform. Any question? So we're just gonna give it a minute, and if you don't have a question, we're gonna end the training. Mr. Khalid, can you confirm that your question was answered so that we can end the webinar? Because I cannot see any further questions. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Don't forget to fill the form for the certificates.
Okay, so thank you so much. I'm gonna end the recording now and we'll share it with you. So thank you everyone and I wish you a great day. Miss Huda, I'm gonna call you on another meeting.
Okay.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.